Is ICP going back down to $4? Those of us that truly love the internet computer know that it is life-changing technology, and we just have to have people know it. We cannot have big corporations and institutions or governments controlling what the internet provides for us. I believe in today's age, this is a basic human right, but that does not change the fact that the chart looks bearish and could potentially be going back down to $4. In this video, I want to do a highlight of some big things going on with the internet computer that I think everyone needs to know. I also want to show some data that shows the IC ecosystem is continuing to grow in times where there is negative price action. I also want to break down the charts and look at why I think it could be going down, guys. It's going to be a good video. We're going to get into everything the internet computer and more. But first, I want to welcome you back to Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you're not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now let's get into the video. Reinventing the computer, the World Wide Web. This is a paramount thing that we need in the world. As you can see, there's over 1,000 efforts or years accumulated between all the team at Dfinity in building this fully on-chain decentralized computer. And we really need to bring this to people. But like I said, the price action is looking negative. Now, granted, the entire market is down, but as terms of total market capitalization, the internet computer is down from about 21 down to 25, currently sitting at $3.2 billion. But we will break down the price action a little bit more. But I'm wanting to talk about, if I was introducing somebody very new into the internet computer, if I was trying to tell them, hey, look, we know the chart looks horrible. You think it was a rug pull. Let me explain to you what happened with FTX and the manipulation with the internet computer that Six Figs really exposed in his documentary. I would also tell them that the Dfinity Foundation is the biggest team in research and development in all of blockchain technology. They have over 1,600 plus publications, 100,000 citations, and 250 employee patents, and they're led by Dominique Williams, the founder and chief scientist. And that is an extremely impressive team. But what is ICP? ICP's vision is that most of the world's software will be replaced by smart contracts. The internet computer refers to those as canisters. ICP is designed to make smart contracts as powerful as traditional software. People can use these smart contracts just by a web browser, the same way that they would go to any old website. High performance smart contracts on the ICP blockchain can utilize hundreds of gigabytes of memories and compute at the full speed of modern CPU, which is many orders of magnitude more than Ethereum smart contracts. That is so true. The Ethereum is great when it comes to on-chain smart contracts, but what the internet computer is being able to build with their canisters and ease of use and reverse gas fee model is really something for the times. The reverse gas fee model is essentially where end users do not pay for gas. When you go onto Ethereum and you sign a transaction, it'll cost you $3, $5, $10, $20 in Ethereum just to process that transaction. But when somebody is on a web interface working on the internet computer, exploring the ecosystem, the canister is paying for that smart contract or for that gas usage. And that's what is the reverse gas fee model. And the reason that it can be done like that is because it is low cost and resource efficient. ICP is designed to be resource efficient, making it both cost effective and environmentally friendly, state-of-the-art user experience. It really is, guys. If you have never got lost in the ICP ecosystem, I really encourage everyone just to go up here, go to use, explore the D apps, and get lost. It won't cost you anything in most cases because of the reverse gas fee model. Interoperability. ICP can interface with other smart contract blockchains and traditional web to internet resources via HTTP FTP request. This eliminates the need for Oracle, something like Chainlink, which is a very pivotal part when it comes to like real world assets and layer 2 building solutions built on Ethereum. But that is no longer needed when it comes to the internet computer because of these outcalls. And it is developer friendly. There's TypeScript, Rust is the most common to my knowledge, Python. There is a lot, but the ecosystem is continuing to grow. And when you look at the total value locked on the internet computer, I don't think this ratio between total market cap and TVL or total value locked is anywhere close to this on any other blockchain. $1.6 billion are locked. And when we take a look, the total market cap of ICP is 3.2. So that's over 50% or right at 50% of TVL for the internet computer blockchain. But when we look at the work really being done on this, let's take a look at a few of these. Let's go back 3 months and look at transactions, 11.8 million, and now we're up to 13.3 million for transactions. When we look at internet identities, this is basically wallets, you could think of it, that people can log on to explore the internet computer. When we look at the last year, it is from 2.25 million all the way up to 2.586 million. And so that's approximately a 10% growth in a year. But when you look at what happened here around April, it went up from 2.35 million and now it's up to the 2.8 million. So guys, just in the last few months, it has really skyrocketed a lot. Like if we just tame this back to there, you could see that just the last 6 months, there has been a lot of growth with people really exploring the IC ecosystem and really creating those internet identities. Now, of course, I am assuming none of this was ever malicious, and I wouldn't think it because people can create multiple internet identities. Heck, I probably have a couple of them because a long time ago I logged into one, and then a year ago I logged into one, and that's the one I use the most. But I don't think anything malicious was done trying to boost these numbers. I think this is all completely genuine. When we look down here at smart contracts, or like the internet computer calls them, canisters, the smart contracts have grown from under 500,000 3 months ago, and it's now all the way up to 526,000 smart contracts. That's about a 5% total growth in the last 3 months. Things are growing when it comes to the IC ecosystem. Something like this is a very slow roll, guys. When you look at this, that the internet computer, what they are really trying to do, revolutionizing the World Wide Web. When you look at all this member of R&D, this is not a fly-by-night project. This is not something that's going to be completed overnight. When you look at some of the biggest companies in the world, they were not profitable for 10, 15, 20 years. And what Definity and the internet computer is doing is literally revolutionizing the world, and what I believe is really doing the right thing for humanity and the human species. Like, I know it sounds cliche, it sounds silly, but I truly believe that the internet now is a basic human right, and the internet computer is making this happen. But we've got to be honest that people in crypto are after the fast pumps. I'm after the fast pumps. I love to make 10x's in 2 weeks. I really truly do. And that's just not what the internet computer is doing. People would rather invest in meme coins. People don't have delayed gratification. People want that short term pump. And that's why the chart looks like this. It doesn't look good, guys. It really, it doesn't. Bitcoin had the crash a few days ago, but really we've got to hold this level right here. I mean, if it loses this level, there's really nothing else holding on to it under that. And of course, there's lots of things that could save this, like outside of the internet computer doing something crazy. If Bitcoin all of a sudden hits 120,000 next week, the internet computer is going to do extremely well. But if Bitcoin does take another leg down, you can rest assured, or not rest assured, that the internet computer is going to take a big dive. And there's really nothing holding on to it besides this support back here that was formed back in mid 2023. This $4, it's about $4.50 down to right around $3.90. So that's what I'm really looking for as somewhere that the internet computer could potentially fall into. And it's really really sad to see, because if people do not truly know what the internet computer is doing, if they do not know that the team at Definity is literally revolutionizing this to be able to build anything without traditional IT and big tech, if people do not know that this is the only actual fully on chain artificial intelligence, possibly one of the biggest tech threats to the human species. And guys, I know this sounds weird, but this is truly what I believe. But if people do not know that, then they look at this chart and they're scared away from it. They want absolutely nothing to do with it. So the truth of the matter is, everyone in the ICP ecosystem is fighting a huge uphill battle to get mass adoption to the ICP token and eventually the IC ecosystem. I really do try to separate these into two things: the company and the stock. It's kind of like in the traditional markets. You can have a good company, but the stock's not doing well. And you can also have a penny stock that's pumping up, but their actual company itself is dying. And so that's how I like to really separate these two things when it comes to the internet computer, because I really do believe it's more like a traditional tech stock than it would be a blockchain company, even though it is fully on chain and arguably doing more on chain than anybody else. But since there is that need for delayed gratification, that's why I consider it almost more as a stock whenever I do my technical analysis and really look at it. But I think this level right here of the 380 to $4 is very, very strong level of support, because even though we don't have a long lifetime of the internet computer, we could see that it broke, right here down in the worst right here when it got down to $2.80, but it really acted like a good level of consolidation for months on end. But guys, I am extremely bullish on what the team at Definity is doing. I believe they are doing great work for the world, and I believe they're all almost doing Nobel Peace type prize worthy work. But we've got to know what we're looking at here. And the fact is, the world is not ready for the internet computer, and it will be a long time until people are rewarded for their work. And because of that, delayed gratification is needed. And if you're one of those, then welcome along for the ride. I will see you there, and I'll be here covering the internet computer the whole time. But let me know, what do you think the price is going to do? Do you think we're going to see $4 before we see $20 again, like I do? Or do you think I'm completely wrong? Bitcoin's going to take off, the internet computer's going to take off, and we're going to get mass adoption tomorrow. But guys, watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman of Finance family, subscribe. I love you all.